Welcome everybody to day 84 of 100. It's amazing. It's a nice, cool, brisk day. You can see I'm wearing the parka with the heavy pack. Yeah, trying to get that extra work in, make my body a little bit stronger every single day. And that brings me to the idea and the thought process of the morning of conditioning. Conditioning matters. What we're conditioned, how we've conditioned our bodies and our minds, sets us up for the big wins. If you're not conditioned physically, mentally, spiritually, you are not going to be able to stay on the level of the things that you want. If you're not conditioning yourselves to have the skill set to be able to handle the level that you want to be on, you are setting yourself up for a good setback. And so with that said, listen, you need to get the skills to be able to stay at the level that you want to be at. See, everybody wants to be at certain levels in their life. They want to have certain things, but they don't know what it takes to stay or be at that level. And to be at certain levels of wealth or finance or anything for that matter, you have to have a certain level of conditioning. You know, to be a bodybuilder, you have to have a certain amount of discipline and conditioning in your muscles and besides that, conditions that allow you to be able to work out like that. You know, you need to have certain conditions and conditioning to be able to do and stay where you want to go. And so you have to look at all the skills and all the scenarios and the ideal situation in which it's going to take for you to have and be at that level. And then you have to get conditioned so that you can stay there. See, that's why most people, when they get a good cash windfall, they become broke. Or when they lose a bunch of weight and they become fat again. Why? It's because their mental conditioning doesn't allow them to stay at that place. Their mental abilities, they don't have the skill set. So they don't have the discipline to be there. So they fall. A lot of people, I've seen it happen many times. People become multi-millionaires and then they lose it within 4 or 5 years. Why? Because they don't have the skill set. They don't have the mental capacity to stay at that level. They don't know what it's like. They don't have the accountants. They don't have the lawyers. They don't have the systems set up in order to be able to stay there. And so, it helps out to, not have such rapid growth, whereas you can't, sustain it with good conditioning or good mental mindsets. The best scenarios are when people are able to grow into positions of power or conditions of wealth over time so that they can get used to the different levels through plateaus. You get up to a certain level and you learn what it is like to be at that level. And then you stay there for a little while, you understand this and all the aspects around that, and then you get to the next one. And that's, with a lot of business and a lot of things that you're going to want to do. And so you need to be conditioned and get conditioned. Mind, body, spirit, everything. Know all the ins and outs of all the stuff that you want to do and get the skill sets so you can have the conditioning, so you can be ready when those opportunities come, so that you can be able to withstand the challenges and the lifestyle, if you want to say, of being on that new level that you want to be on. If you're not conditioned, like I said, you're setting yourself up for a fall. So get conditioned, get the skill set, get the mindset that it takes to be on the level. If you want to be an Olympic runner, if you want to be a marathon runner, your body has to be conditioned and your mind along with that. If your mind is not conditioned along with your body, you will not make it, because it takes a lot of scruples. It's a new word. Scruples. Mental fortitude to be able to stay on the level that it takes to run 26 miles. It takes mental fortitude in order to be able to be the CEO with, hundreds of employees, even, 25 employees. It takes a lot of mental to be able to handle that. It takes a lot of skill set to be able to handle that. Even being in business on your own with a small business, it takes a lot of mental fortitude to be able to handle all the ins and outs, all the various aspects. And people quite often aren't ready for that. But if you want to be ready for that, you got to get ahead of it. You got to set your mindset and get the skills right so you can be conditioned to be able to handle it, because it is a challenge and you have to be ready for those challenges as they come about. So listen, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how you're winning. We're all winning here. We got 84 days in of pure awesomeness that I'm putting down here in the videos and in all the stuff that I'm doing. So check me out. Tell me how you're winning. Share it out. Show everybody else how you're winning also. But go get that conditioning, because luck is where preparation and opportunity meet. If you're not prepared, you can't take advantage of the opportunities. So go get prepared. Go get ready to win. Do all the stuff. And then when the win comes, you're going to be like, man, that was easy. So go. Let's win.